Well, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody out there on YouTube and Twitch. Regardless of where you are in the world, whatever time of day it is for you, I hope you're doing exceptionally well. I have to whisper because I left it on my speakers. Give me just a minute. We don't want the feedback. Okay. No more creepy whispering. Sorry, guys. I was listening to music on my speakers earlier and playing Minecraft, and I forgot it was still on my speakers. I'm like, why can't I hear me? It was the most weird thing. Listen, if you're on YouTube, do me a favor, hit the like button. It's completely free, costs you nothing but a couple seconds of your time, and helps the algorithm know that there is something worth watching here. I appreciate doing that. And of course, if you're on Twitch, you can check to see if you have a Prime Gaming sub. If you don't know what Prime Gaming is, you can combine your Amazon Prime account and your Twitch account, and they make this beautiful child called Prime Gaming. Prime Gaming gives you a free 30-day non-renewable sub. And it is amazing. You can continue to use it on different channels. Make sure you spread it out if you feel like you want to. But the thing is, it doesn't auto-renew. So if you want to use it, you're going to want to make sure you keep an eye on it every 30 days. And you may actually have one sitting there. Just make sure you use it, regardless if it's here or somewhere else. Widowmaker fan, hello. Thank you for being here for the first time. I appreciate it. Thank you. F. Zunk. Funk. I think we called you Funk. So what we called you? I have no idea how to say your name. Puke? Is it like cake and puke together? I hope not. That's kind of a gross combo. But hello. Thank you also for being here for the first time. I appreciate it. Listen, I do want to take a second just to address my piss poor attitude yesterday. Holy cow. That's on me. I'm going to look you right in the camera lens. That's on me. I'm really sorry, guys. I feel like I let you guys down there. It was something that I could have done a lot better at yesterday. But unfortunately, it was an area that I let a lot of things in life get to me all at once and didn't have enough self-awareness to realize I needed to take yesterday off. One of the struggles with being a full-time content creator is you never really know when you should take a time away from things because it feels like you're taking a day off work. So in my mind, because I'm a workaholic, one of my biggest flaws, I got super zoned in on the fact that I needed to stay committed and keep locked in, which is a good thing generally. But yesterday, it ended up coming to a head where I was like, you know what? I'm literally, I threw my games, right? Not on purpose. I wasn't intentionally throwing them, but because my mind was not completely focused, I wasn't doing well there. I wasn't doing great with my aim training. I wasn't doing great with how I interacted with my chat even. I wasn't at all doing well with how I responded to my teammates in game. I've since muted text chat. Clearly, my self-control is not at a place where I can handle being in the chat, so I'm going to take myself away from it. But yeah, that's on me. Yesterday was something I could have done immensely better, so I apologize for that for those of you that were here, for those that have watched the stream. I've left it up. I had a couple people say, why are you leaving it up? And the biggest reason I want to leave it up is because I never want to pretend that I'm without flaw. I make mistakes. All of us do. And if you hide your mistakes, you're a coward, as far as I'm concerned. And you're not being honest with yourself and the people around you. In order to be someone who is courageous and willing to own when they make a mistake, you need to leave your mistakes out. It's okay. If you made it publicly, leave it public. If you made it privately, deal with it in private. That's how it should be. At least that's my opinion, and take it for what it's worth. But thank you guys for being here, man. I really do appreciate it. It really does mean a lot to me that I have a whole crew of people that show up almost every stream. I have new viewers, like we have 2 of you that are relatively new. I'll get to your question, by the way, in a minute. Actually, I can just answer that one. I'm not a mushrooms guy. No, I'm not a drugs guy, and I'm also not like mushroom food guy. I'm not sure which one you were asking, but I guess I should clarify these days. By the way, hello, Kermit. Good to see you. And Bladen, good to see you. Necroza, good to see you. One Below, good to see you as well. So I really am blown away by the fact that I was watching, and I have to give some context. I was watching a TikTok yesterday or this morning. I don't remember which, to be honest with you. And it really hit me. The guy was talking, he was in a podcast interview with somebody, and I don't know these 2 people at all. But one of the guy in the interview said, where you are today is where you dreamed of being at another point in your life. And that was like a real reality check for me. Like, I'm a dreamer, man. I push the envelope. I do things that people don't think you can. I do my very best. I push myself very, very hard. And sometimes I can get very discontent when things slow up a little bit. But I remind myself that like 2 years ago, even, well, let's be even more fair. 4 years ago, I was killing to be married, to have a family, and to be chasing my dream of being a full-time content creator in the long term. The esports thing was kind of more of a, is still, I mean, just to be clear, I haven't abandoned that journey, nor will I. But the esports part of it is a byproduct. I don't expect that to be long-term. Not quite that ignorant. But I am married, happily married. I am a father of 3 children, all of which I have meaningful relationships with. My oldest constantly is excited for when he has one-on-one time with me. My middle child, we just started doing daddy-daughter time, where we just, I end up playing dress up a lot. I'll be honest. My bald head ends up with hairbands on it. I end up wearing child's sunglasses because she just thinks it's hilarious, and her laugh makes it worth it, right? And then my youngest, he's not even, he's 5 months old today. And just a minute ago, he was sitting on my lap, and he kept turning and looking at me, looking at my face for a minute, and then smiling and getting all bashful. Like, I know that I have deep, meaningful connections with all of my children. And 4 years ago, I would have been killing to be in the place that I am today. And I sometimes have to remind myself these things because it really helps me ground into reality a little bit. So, gaming for tea party? Yeah, basically. Basically. I'm really humbled, guys. And I really want you guys to know that I don't take a single day of this for granted. I'm beyond grateful to have the platform I have. Beyond grateful to have the community I get to lead. So thank you, each of you, for being part of it. Even if you've only been here for 2 seconds, you're still part of this journey. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. Aisho, I think is how we determined your name was said. Hello to you as well. Welcome back. I don't believe I've seen your name in a bit. I hope you're doing well. But we are going to get into things today. We're going to get right in. So before we get started, the thing that I always tell you guys, and this is very important to me, the most important thing I could share with any of you guys on a consistent basis is that the importance that my content, while it is gaming focused, and yes, I have a live stream, and yes, I have a community, but none of those things do I really want you guys to take as the primary focus of my content. The primary focus of my content is to build a community of people who truly believe that life is too difficult to do alone. I want to encourage each and every one of you to do 3 things. This is my personal encouragement as a byproduct of our community's mantra that life is difficult. Don't do it alone. My encouragement, 3 things. 1, find Christ so that when life hits the fan, you can pray to an infinite God who loved you enough to send his son to die for you. Effectively, he bridged the gap between us and him that our behavior created. And the second piece is friendship. Again, when life hits the fan, but you just need that one-on-one connection to anchor yourself into reality while things are starting to spin. And the third and final piece, while it is at the bottom of the list, is not unimportant. That's community. Community is there for when life hits the fan at a practical level. Maybe you lost your job. Maybe you're just struggling. You've been working really hard for a while. You've got 2 jobs, but you can't seem to get above water because, gosh, inflation in the economy. Holy crap. It's real, man. So listen, community's big. If any of those 3 things are at all appealing to you, I'm only asking you to do one thing. Please join our Discord. It is completely free. It does not cost you anything, but in return for any additional time you spend engaging in the Discord, you are rewarded with community, you are rewarded with the opportunity for friendships, and you are rewarded with people who are willing to have conversations about faith from an educator and learner mindset. We aren't just there to prove each other right or wrong. We're there to share information, receive information, and draw logical conclusions from those things. So, all of that in mind, I'm going to pray for you guys real quick. I know that prayer is uncomfortable for some people, but that is still boldly a very big part of my life. So I ask that if you're not a praying type, if it makes you uncomfortable in any way, please understand I respect you anyway. Come back in like 2 minutes, maybe 3 at most is how long it's taken me. Usually takes less than 2. But if you come back in 3, I'll for sure be done, and we'll be moving into aim training before we get into Overwatch today. Thank you for being here. Let's get this done. Thank you, God, so much for today. Thank you truly for the many blessings that are in my life. Thank you for my children. Thank you for my wife. Thank you for the fact that we have a place to live that is cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Thank you for the fact that it is dry. I know there are so many people, even just a little ways from us right now, that just got hit pretty hard by that nasty storm, and they're without power. Thank you for the fact that we have power right now. Thank you for the internet being on and running smoothly. I want to pray for my relatives, Lord. You know what's going on there. I'll leave it that vague. They are on my mind and my heart, but I do pray you'd give them traveling mercies as they go where they're headed. Go before them, and as the driver is constantly praying, would you just be their rear guard as they go forward? I also want to thank you for everything you're doing through that situation. What the enemy made for evil, you work out for our good, and I firmly believe that, and I see it over and over again. God, I confess to you my behavior yesterday. I've already dealt with you, but I'm going to deal with you publicly too, because I believe it was a public mistake and I need to own that mistake. Yesterday was some of the worst mindset and the worst attitude I've ever represented, and it doesn't represent you. And I'm sorry. I ask you to forgive me, God, and help me to be a better example today than I was yesterday. Empty me of the things that aren't going to reflect you into the world around me, and fill me with more of the things that do. Help me to be more genuinely about your business today. And I pray that win or loss, that I would have improvement from today. In Jesus' name, amen. Man, look, I'm really thankful for you guys. I know I say that to you guys a lot, but it doesn't get lost on me, man. Like, truly, it doesn't get lost on me. Okay. I'm going to go over here and change the category over on Twitch. And then I will respond to your chats. I'm seeing a couple of those out of the corner of my eyeball here. Hang on just a minute. Cool. That should have updated the category for us. I do appreciate you coming by, Isho. Isho? You'll have to remind me how you say your name, if you don't mind, if you're still here. Are you doing anything for May the 4th and Revenge of the 5th? Probably at some point, if I can make the time. I would love the opportunity to watch, like, the Revenge of the Sith on the 5th of May. And then I'd love to watch, like, the first 2 movies on the 4th. That'd be cool. Pronounced Isho. Isho. Okay, cool. You love the shirt? Thank you. Yes. For those of you that are Friends fans, you know exactly what this is. All right. Okay, this is... Yep, crushed that one on the warm-up. That's good. I'm enjoying Reaper on Overwatch Stadium. Dude, Stadium is low-key one of my new favorite game modes they've ever done. Of course, this is permanent, I hope. I'd like to think with as much effort as they put into that, it's permanent. I'm sure it is. But yeah, I think Stadium's super cool. I will tell you guys a little spoiler alert for those of you that were curious about what second game I was planning on bringing to the channel. It will be Apex Legends. The performance of both the content and the game itself, I think, is very... I feel like there's a lot more crossover between Overwatch enjoyers and Apex Legends enjoyers, or people that would enjoy Apex if they haven't looked at it, watched it, played it, etc. I also think that the content itself does relatively well, so I think that blending that in with some Overwatch on occasion will be good. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work yet. I'm still figuring out the content strategy part of it yet, because I can't really take time away from the journey, so I got to find time to do it. I imagine over the coming weeks, though, you will be seeing some Apex Legends. So, Pathlane, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. I hope you're doing well. I feel like I recognize that name, and I know you've got a 10-minute cooldown here on the chat. I feel like you were in one of my games yesterday, and I may have come across the wrong way at you. If that was the case, just know that I own it. That name sounds very familiar, and I feel like that was the case, but correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Yesterday was one of my lowest mental days. I took it out on my teammates. It was a very poor day on my part. So, whoa, no, I'm not going to say that out loud. I almost read it too. Kermit, why would you do that? Why would you do that? And I think today is on tension management. I forget what today's purpose is. I should have probably looked at that first. That's my bad. Hold on. Let you guys know in just a second here. Let me pull up my notepad. Which aim trainer is this? This is Kovaak's. It's a couple of custom-made scenario playlists that I've had a aim training guy who I've referred to as my aim training coach, who's done very well to help me out. So. Okay, no, today's not tension management. This is micro adjustments. That's what for some reason I had it in my head it was that, but. Okay, so training, bench mark. Okay, so basically how my playlist works, by the way, in case you don't know, you can kind of see this over here behind where my camera is. So this first one is meant to be almost all, actually all of the playlists. The first scenario is a warm-up. The second is actual training. The final one is meant to be the, it's meant to be like the kind of benchmark. Like, are you actually improving at whatever we're training on? So, and then I do the voltaic benchmarks as well on Fridays. So. Man, my micro adjustments have gotten a lot better so far. It's what I call it. Is that really what you call Apex? I almost got it the wrong way now, Kermit. You've really messed me up. What's up, Austin? Gaming for aim, aiming for hope. After watching you, I've learned so much. Thanks to you and others, I made it to Diamond on all my roles. Starcrow, that's incredible. That's awesome. I'm really humbled by the fact that you've learned anything from watching my channel. But thank you very much, man. I really appreciate you sharing that with me. How are you doing today, Austin? Everything going okay? Okay, yeah. This one is control easy 80% speed. Okay. Yeah, I felt like that one was gonna need a little more work. That's okay. We'll give it another go here in a minute. I have come to terrorize you. Those things are not mutually exclusive. That's honestly fair. Wait, what? Wait, what things are not mutually exclusive? I'm so confused. One of your messages didn't send? Oh, unlucky. Oh, I have come to terrorize you and eat tacos. Get better. Oh, man. All right. I think this one might have been worse. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you, this particular exercise, the size of the target seems really small for where I'm at right now. This also seems like a combination of like micro adjustment and smoothness, which is not a bad thing. Smoothness is something else I'm working on. I'd almost be curious to see if there's a slightly larger target, just to give myself a place to start, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, no, that's too small of a target. We might actually move on from this one today. I feel like we're gonna sit here for a while and do this one. We're gonna move forward from that. I'll talk to Zolran about that tomorrow. I feel like that's a little much for me right now. So if we go back to this one, he's not played that one. Let's talk to him. We'll see. Okay. See, yeah, like all the other ones I've made marginal improvements on. That one, for some reason, I couldn't figure that out. Let's see. Cleaned up a bit, got her down for nap on time, not doing a whole lot so far, but cleaning up around the room helps me feel a lot better in here. That makes it feel a lot better in here, that's fair. Look a lot more like... Looks like a lot more info on next major patches out. Nice. I really need to get to the Louisville Chick-fil-A management Slack added to my PC client. I went to answer a message and couldn't. Oof. All right, I am gonna make myself a note on that last one. So we had one training scenario. The target seemed too small for current micro adjustment place. Yeah, I'll talk to Zalron about it tomorrow, or maybe even later today, and just DM him and see if there's a better one. Because I just feel like I'm not quite that level yet. American tacos or taco tacos? Yeah, fair enough, Austin. Fair enough. Yeah, that's the thing, like, every single one of these, I either hit a new personal best, or, yeah, so it's Clover, Raw Control, Easy. Hang on, let me write that down really quick. That way I can make that note for when I send him a message later. Graying eyes. Oh, okay, Austin. Jeez. This has gone to this. It will make for a really bad day. Yeah. All we'd have left is myself and 2 others in morning shift for kitchen and 2 delivery drivers and all of our front counter. Holy cow. That's crazy. All right, guys. We got the actual... This is the actual benchmark right here, so we're gonna have to try our best with this, see if we can get a good little score on it. I seem to remember doing relatively well with this one last time. Well, I have a good feeling about this. Yeah. I mean, I've made a massive stride in that. That's a crazy good comeback from yesterday. What a great start. Set a new personal best. Cool. Love that, man. Excited to do the benchmarks tomorrow. See how much further we can go. In the meantime, like boot up Overwatch and swap categories. I'll catch up with you guys in chat. Okay, I swapped categories, so we should be good there. What are we playing today? Oh, we're back on the Overwatch grind. We do verify though. I have had to shred some people verification papers, so we wouldn't lose any. What do you mean shred some? Time to eat Chick-fil-A and play comp. Nice. Nice. Okay. By the way, I played some more last night. I did drop to Platinum 3. Very unfortunate. But I did learn a lot last night. It was off stream. Let me select, what are we at? Dorado. That's a wrecking ball all day long. If I get to have my say in it.
Choose hero bands.
Hero bands. Sombra goes first for me. What's up, Noah? How are you, man? We got a Cassidy player, so we won't ban Cass. I don't want to play into... Honestly, Roadhog's starting to become my number one. I do not like how overtuned Roadhog is right now. Other than that, I guess we could just throw May in, but be curious to see. I know, by the way, I know you guys are still tiny screen right now. All right, who do we have for the bands? Malga, Sombra, May, Diva. Okay. Malga, Sombra, May, Diva. Unfortunately, that means we are still dealing with a potential hog here. By the way, I have muted text chat here. I'm just kind of over dealing with teammates that are toxic. So, the bans sounds like a new disease. True. It's like the bins or the bends. What is it? Like it's a sea thing you get on the ocean.
I'm Dorado. Keep up if you like.
You are not prepared to see Wrecking Ball in action. Hype sequence concluded.
Bends, something like that. Basically resurfacing too fast. Yeah, I knew it had something to do with the water. I was like, I know what it is. Have I? Huh. Wondering if this guy either knows who I am or he's ticked. Because I'm playing Wrecking Ball. Thought I heard Doomfist. Okay, here, Winston. Nope, botched my delivery there. That's okay. Get the shield broken. Push card a little bit. Try and stay out of LOS. We're just getting free space here. We're just going to take that. I mean, if they're just going to let me push for free, we just push for free, man. Okay, they've dropped down. We're going to back off now. Go back up top. Grab the Mega. Come around the corner here. I messed that up a little bit. That's okay. Go ahead and disperse that to the team here. Let's wait and get healed up a bit. Okay, we drop down. Oh my. Okay, let's back off. Let our Juno heal us up here. Okay. Never mind. Fair enough, but try and save our Zen there a bit. Okay, so we are getting held a little bit here. That's on me. I'm not clearing the space. I probably need to go on the Ana, to be honest with you. Oh, dang it. Botched that a bit. It's okay. Man. Okay, I can't quite get the momentum thing figured out today for some reason. Okay, we're gonna push cart. Okay. Okay, we got primal out. Okay, we got transcendence out. Don't have adaptive shields. Oh, I actually probably die for this here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Completely my fault. I'm not doing the best wrecking ball today. I have 0 limbs. I need to get more I need to get more confident. I do get slept. Oh yeah, that's dead. That's dead. I mean, yeah, that's my bad. This is just really bad on my part. Not getting anywhere. What am I doing wrong though? I'll have to review this one. I'm just not. Yeah, our team is staggering too, which is unfortunate. But okay, what can I do? Nah. Okay, we have. Both supports are occupied. Okay, Farah, don't you grab that mega. Oh my gosh. Where? Okay, so my team just stayed in spawn from 1 Winston. That's okay. I'll review and see where I could have done better. I think I'm just not playing aggressive enough. Is that a Pokeball hamster? I mean, yeah, it's, I forget what skin it is. It's Ultra Watch, okay. I am going to commit to playing ball here. I'm not getting countered, I'm just playing poorly. Esticide, or Exticide? What a name. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch, by the way. I'm not sure how to say your name, Gaz, but you gotta stop panic balling so much. Stay shooting longer. Touche. Touche. I'm sure you're absolutely right. I need to lean into my own ability a bit better. And worst case, make a mistake. It's okay. Stay too long at this point would probably be better. I mean, yeah, I'm letting my team die because I'm not holding the right space. So, let's see.
Your word is a hypothesis. Prove it.
Yeah, I can take it. I know. Yeah, you're right. I'm certainly not arguing with you, FYI.
Criminals. What's right isn't always what's legal. Then you change the laws. Easy for you to say.
Oh, my Farah's all the way back there. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay. Focus up, David. You can do this. And we're out. Let the supports get the... Okay, I'm hindered. It's okay. Oh, I thought I was reloaded. My fault. Dang it. Watching my jumps. I'm gonna get slept. No sleep dart. That doesn't work, apparently. I knew I was gonna get slept. That's okay. Back way out. Grab the mini. Okay. Better second round. Wait for healing. They are going to have primal here. Big. Probably die here, actually. I went in too early. Okay. Get healed up a bit. Going in. Come back around. Basically just playing the harass here. Okay, we come back around. We grab the mega. Where are the team at? They're all the way back there. Probably getting primaled. Oh, I die. Okay, we're gonna try and leave. Yep, that's okay. We're gonna try and leave here. Nope, my fault. Honestly, my fault. I should have played better. I tilted my team, and now they don't want to focus. We just move on. That was just my bad.
Play of the game.
Their soldier was really good. But no, that was just on me. I think that I don't know that I need to review that one. I'm going to tell you why, because I think what Gaz said was absolutely correct. The validity in what you said is so good, because I was just playing like a coward. I was like going in and not using any of my utility, not doing enough damage, and then just running away. It was a very passive wrecking ball experience, so that's on me. Yeah, it was a lot better. I think the second round was a lot better. I mean, we held them up until like 30 seconds. So I think that using my mines was probably my biggest mistake in second round. So we move on to the next, man. I don't even, dude, if I D-ranked at plat 4, I D-ranked at plat 4. That's okay. Cool Frog Lover, thanks for the follow on Twitch. What is that? No, I'm good. What is that? Oh, I was like, oh, okay, that's cold. I might have to disagree with you on the last fight there. I don't think it was fully your fault. Hang on a second. Thank you. New Queen Street, Zarya. Choose
heroes to ban.
I really don't want to play into Hog, Bastion, or Sombra. I just don't like Sombra. Really don't. Your Kiri Kitsune did nothing, so I had nothing to hold point. Yeah, I think that, well, here's the thing, like, yeah, there Kitsune, I wasn't even really paying attention to that Kitsune, to be honest with you. I was just focused on me. So. I would love to see Hog get banned here. I'm just not a fan of Roadhog. Roadhog, with his new perks, he's so busted. So busted. Okay, Roadhog, Sombra, Mercy, Wrecking Ball. For those of you that are seeing me typing in between the ban phases, I'm actually keeping track of all of the games I play in the new season. I'm going to be putting a video together about my thoughts on hero bans, and I thought it would be interesting to have some stats on the most commonly banned heroes, because I have noticed that while sometimes the director's takes do talk about the ban, or like the data, they don't typically present it, and I'd like to present it. I think it'd be cool. I am nerdy, I don't care. See you in a bit, homie. God bless you too, homie. What's up, Kendall? Thanks for hopping in, dude. I appreciate it so much. How are you? Smelly hog players. And you know, okay, so it's not, I don't mind Hog as a hero. I think Hog's fine. I just think that he ends up being, it feels like he's difficult to balance because it seems like he's either an extremely awful hero or an extremely overpowered hero. And there seems to be very little in between with Hog. And right now he's in that teetering on overpowered. And I would personally say he feels overpowered, 100%. Oops, losing a 1v1 to a fence. Come on up here. Where's this Winston? Okay. Oh, I'm literally walking into things. You have to try and play LOS. Oh, this is bad. You have to go back and grab a mini. I don't think he gets out. Okay, we forced out recall. Where's my team? They're coming back. That was on me. I'll take that extra charge. Make him turn and look at me. He has no jump. Okay, my charge has been very low. I'm not using great bubbles. I really need to wait those out a little bit better. I mean, this is just free charge. We'll take that. Big. Okay, we forced that back. She has no slide back in. Okay, try and hide behind this. Okay, I don't think he lives that. Okay, our support's just pocket. Good. Go ahead and move up here. I really thought they would shoot at him there, but that's okay. Try and intimidate to at least get lead here. He's gonna have primal. Oh, okay. I die here probably. That's a well-coordinated dive on their part. So we just barely got underneath the lead there. And I really, like, my average energy is up higher, but I need to have it above 40 and 50% in order to get better stuff. Yeah, the hogs are definitely a lot more common, Kendall. I would agree. Ooh, little stagger there. Unfortunate. Not really sure that there's much I could have done. They're going to get forward spawn, which is fine. Yeah, that's fine. Just try and play this out a little bit. Okay. Wow, we really got a lot of them mad weak. I'm going to die here. Man, I was playing out in the open. That's just on me. Rookie mistakes today, man. They do also have a Sojourn. They're really good at not shooting my bubbles. Okay, Winston has no ability to get out, neither does Soj. Okay, I need you guys to actually help me here, though. Try and LOS that. Gotta back off again. Got a Mega to play in this room. Walk out of the room. Play more cover. A lot of charge. I feel like he's gonna have primal. Yep. Bopped around. I'm probably gonna die now. Man. Okay. Unfortunate one. Do I have a coach? No, I'm not the coach. And yes, I have a coach. But these games are examples of where it's not coaching that's the problem, I'm gonna be honest. Okay. We might be able to turn this. It's gonna be a little tough. I'm gonna have to watch my supports more. It seems like they're just dying on cooldown. My Genji is going in. Nothing I can do to help him. If he dies, he dies. It's on him. Who coaches me? It's a guy named Pugs. But when I say he coaches me, I do want to be clear that it's not like a constant, like, certain cadence. See if I can... Why am I shooting the tank? Okay. Genji probably loses that, I'm gonna be honest, but that's okay. Okay, I'm down bubbles, we need to come back. I mean, I really don't know what I can do here. I'm gonna be honest. Am I just not moving fast enough to react to the dives? Or, I'll have to review this one. This one definitely has value in a review, because I'm not really sure what I'm doing wrong. I know what I did wrong for the first little bit, but, I mean... Okay. Oh my. Yeah, I'm dead. Man. This coach is the Lord. Not quite. I mean, this is just a soft throw on my part, to be honest. All right. Doing okay. I'm definitely going to review this one. This one's we keep getting like really good moments, and I'm really not sure what it is. Blasphemy, Kappa. both of their supports back, try and come back around. You can probably turn that with that. Okay, we can't leave bot now. I don't trust my team to stay on it. That's a big pick. Get up there. She dove in. He's gonna have primal. Yep. I'll review that one. I feel like I just took too long. Hey, you know what? Isho. You told me that earlier. It's Isho. Honestly, I'm not having fun right now, but I will learn from these games. And that is where I'm going to get the value. We're going to D-rank the plat 4 here. That one was tough. Wrecking Ball is good on that map, but honestly, like, this wasn't a map pick. This was just the way I was playing, if I had to guess. We're gonna review it. I need a second though for the mental for sure. That one was a tougher game to swallow because I truly don't feel like that was completely on me. Yeah, but there's still more I could learn. I didn't play perfectly, so we're gonna go back and look at that. I'm looking at the wrong scene. That's why it doesn't look right. I was like, wait, what's going on here? Okay. We'll update the plat 4. Call it go. Oh, Lord, Austin. Good Lord. Yeah, that was a tough one. Definitely saw... The very first game was... Ironically, I feel like my first game today may have been better. Although they were both relatively close. Well, and I guess when I think about that too, like with them being relatively close, that means that if I had just played a little bit better, we probably pushed that to a win. So gotta take ownership when you could have done better, and I am definitely in that place right now. So I could have played that better, and that is okay. So what we'll do is for Zarya, let me look at my average charge. I know you guys are still tiny screen, by the way, right now. Spent a lot of time on the objective. That's interesting. Okay. My average energy was very low. I think it's my bubbles were bad, so we're gonna review those. There's plenty of other. So when I look at these kinds of things, X Decide, you're welcome to. I would ask only that I'd like to know a little bit more about where you come from as far as like where you would have the place to teach. That doesn't mean that you're necessarily a higher rank, but have you had experience in other places that I don't? That kinds of things. That's what I would ask. I have no problem with you sharing tips though, at all. I'd just be curious to know like how far I can take those tips. Does that make sense? So many people on the internet that'll just give you tips and they're, you know, bronze. I'm not gonna take tips from a bronze player. I'm not saying you are one. Zarya into win 10, kind of tough though, to be honest. Not really. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, yeah, it is a lot of defeats. I've taken a lot of L's. A lot of L's. Yesterday I played too much. That's all it was. I played into the evening too off stream, and that was a mistake. You live and you learn, man. Can't do anything about it. You just gotta work your way back up. You played into midnight. No, seriously, I was on until probably almost 1. Like, I was on really late. It was good though. I played with some friends and just kind of hung out. We chilled. We played Stadium at one point. We played comp, we played, yeah, we played a lot. We played a lot, which was good. I was good for my mental. GM5 currently, primarily play Winton, Rhine, Sig, but I can also teach other roles at a master's level, probably. Oh, 100%. Yeah, other heroes. I knew what you meant. Yeah, and that's totally open to that. So, what did you see? Generally, like, what's one thing? This is how I would ask you. What is one thing that I can look for in a self-VOD review that you would say is probably one of the biggest problems I had that whole game? I got on to get some catch-up work done and saw you were on comp. Yeah, I was on late last night. So, and again, stupid decision, but you can't change it. You just got to work on it from here. I think that today's games are separate from that. My mindset's a lot clearer today, but yeah, there's a lot of L's here, guys. Like, we've had a lot of L's. A couple of these were on off rolls too. Otherwise, I think I would have already been plat 4 by the time you guys got on today. I also haven't played very much on my main account this season yet. So I also no longer have an alt account. We won't get into that, but so I'll say this because X decide I know you're typing, so you can finish typing. I would say my bubble usage was probably not good, and it didn't allow me to be proactive. Because with low charge, you're not going to get anywhere. Did my alt get banned? Yes, it did. Yep. Proactiveness, you're letting the enemy team walk into you, and then you're reacting and shooting who's going on your team. Instead, if you take some type of somewhat aggressive positioning that threatens their backline without feeding, would be better. Totally fair. I always hesitate to do that when I'm either down cooldowns or down charge. If I am below 30 or 40% charge, it is almost impossible to do anything on Zarya. Which is good, because that's her hero. That makes sense. But you're basically just tickling them. Giving them a little tickle, you know? But I will look for proactiveness combined with my charge, because if I had high charge, did I play proactively? And if I didn't be proactive, you know, is there something I could have seen differently, you know? Why did your alt get banned? I'm not going to get into that on stream today. I appreciate you asking, though. Apparently, I broke their terms of service. That's all I'll say. Nothing wrong with a little French tickle. Oh. All right, so let's look at the history here, and we're going to review that last game. We could review Dorado, but I don't think that one was the one that will have the most value from it. So we're going to look at this. And I know you guys are still tiny screen. Let me get this set up, and I'll swap it. By the way, the reason I use this layout is twofold. It's for you guys while we're chilling and getting the game loading, and it's also for me for when I am looking through the VOD later to chapter it and stuff. Okay, so I think it's F11 is me. Okay, so we're gonna skip a little ways into the game here. We'll fast forward a teeny bit. Okay, we're here. Yep, setting up high ground. This is good, but I can't really pressure from here, so no bubble used. That's good. Okay, I'm going to read this because I know you've been trying to offer some help. Take positions that make their engages half-hearted rather than letting them make a full-fledged engage and then reacting. It's almost never a good idea to counter-dive a full dive unless their backline is not in the picture. In most cases, that is. Yeah, I can see what you're saying. I'm not sure that I understand the practical application of what you're saying, though. Because I don't... Like here, I'm sitting in a position that allows me to both threaten the enemy and turn on my team. So I think that this was a decent position. Bad bubble, though. I've used one bubble so far. A little lost right here. That's okay. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing another habit of mine. I have a tendency to just, like, stare at my teammates like a support. A lot of this, and I'll be honest with you, a lot of what you're seeing right now is I took 2 weeks off and got right back in. And honestly, like in hindsight, I think there were probably better ways to get back into the game than to just jump straight back into competitive. Maybe even playing a quick play game or two. Maybe it's too late now. We're already warmed up in that sense. But like, I think that there were better ways to get back into the groove than to just jump straight back in. And I think that's a lot of what we're seeing right now. It's just getting the rust off. That was a decent bubble. So now I don't have it for me. See, this is what I'm talking about, too. I can't really play aggressive with this low of charge. Jerry, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch. That was a decent bubble. Looking for my team. This is good. You don't think high ground was good there? Okay, can you tell me why? I'm sure you're right. Or, and you know, at least that you have a different perspective than mine. Maybe whether or not you're right or wrong, I won't assume yet. But I'm not going to argue it. I'm just curious what your thought is. Like, why you think high ground wasn't good. Whoops. Dang it. I hate that left clicking does that. Nice, Austin. Nice. That's always a good feeling when you have a workplace leader that's terrible and they're going to have to leave. You said I made them turn to look at me. This was decent. Go in here, though. That first bubble wasn't good. So now I have the charge. Nami, thanks so much for the I'm sorry, not the follow. That's a raid. Very different thing. Thank you. I hope your stream was good. Doesn't help that they've been absolutely lazy since they put the 2 weeks in. It makes me agree with places that immediately fire on a 2-week notice. Oh, 100%. I think 2-week notices are a thing of the past. I think that was back when people, like employers and employees, were loyal to one another. I really hate that I keep clicking buttons. I think that was a much better time for a 2-week notice. Nami, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch. I do appreciate it. For real this time, seeing as I'm actually saying it right. It let them walk through your team. If you play under, you can zone backline. Sure, but here's the thing. They have a Sojourn, right? So if Soj takes the high ground and I'm not there to keep her away from the high ground, right? This was the reason, by the way. I'm really not trying to be argumentative. I'm sorry if that's how it comes across. But if I leave that high ground, that was it. I think that she would have taken the high ground and they would have been over. I'll try to make it more practical in terms of this game. The Winston and Tracer on the enemy team are going to jump your back line, and it's not worth shooting them unless you can actually kill them. Maybe you could kill the Tracer if you had full energy. True, but I didn't. So in most cases, you have to walk to their back line or Sojourn and shoot them until they start shooting you, and then you can bubble yourself when they actually shoot you. Yeah, I think that's true. So I think for the first couple of minutes, I was trying to feel out the team. The Tracer and Monkey were doing a really good job diving the back line. And I started noticing they were dying a lot, so I started turning for them more. When really, it would have been probably better. Like, turning for them in a organized situation probably would have been okay, because you can coordinate how you're doing that. But going and trading backlines, or at least trading resources with their backline, would have been better, I think. I think maybe that's what you're trying to say. I'm not sure. I might be oversimplifying it. Yeah, honestly, that's fair too, Austin. Fair. What's up, Jebby? How are you, man? I know it's just your greeting. I'm not even fazed by it. We'll watch a little bit more of this, but so far, it was just my bubble usage was like my biggest problem. If I had better bubble usage and higher charge, I would have had a much better time killing things. Yep, free charge here. Yeah, I'm not even doing anything right now. Got so distracted by the dives. Do you still run Diva, or did Ball replace your Diva? Ball replaced Diva, for sure. At least as far as my main hero pool. Only reason it's good to turn otherwise is if you can bubble your team and actually save them. Exactly, and that's something that, like, you can see me playing like a support here, where I would treating my bubbles like it heals rather than being utility, right? So, yeah, fair. And honestly, I have so much HP here, I need to just quit playing scared and go forward. Because this was our opportunity here, and I have Grav. I probably should have grabbed the Tracer or the Winton at this point, to be honest. I have a high charge. If I grab one or the other, I can get the Elim. So I didn't bubble very well to keep charge. I needed to grab before the Winston primaled. You know, okay, so I'm going to be honest with you. I think that the bigger problem is that I didn't have high charge, and then when I finally had high charge, I wasn't using it because I was, like, scared. So I think my bubble usage was poor, which caused me to be in bad positions with no charge, and I just died a lot for it. I'd say that's my largest problem I can see in that game. It's not to say there's no other problems or that I played flawlessly other than that. But I think the core that we can take away from that is just to be playing more aggressively as well. So, thank you for the feedback, by the way, X-Decide. I appreciate that. And I'm also not sure if I'm saying your name right. I know you're, I feel like you're new today. I think you're having a hard time getting high charge before the fight is close to over. Yeah, it's like I'm not getting it early enough. Yeah, it's good criticism. Ilios control, or Ilios in general. We know that Ilios is a control map. I could honestly roll with any of my hero pool, but I'd like to play Zarya again. I really would like to try and force myself to try it out. Ilios is a good ball map. It's also a good Sigma map. I also think that generally it's not a bad Zarya map, but really mostly because I want to have the opportunity to try what I just learned. I'm gonna try and play Zarya. If they ban Zarya, obviously it's no big deal. I'll probably play ball or Sigma. I kind of want to play Sigma at that point, I'm going to be honest. Give myself more things to look at, more things to review, more things to learn. So. Who are my top bans? Mercy, Psalm, Doom, or Diva, or yours? Okay. Okay, so we got, hang on a second, Sombra, Hog, Ball, and Moira. Okay. Okay, so this can be a Zarya game. But I will swap Sigma if... No, I won't. Okay, I need to commit to a hero. I'm trying really to get away from the swapping and just playing hard into the things. We didn't ban a lot of my counters. I kind of want to play Sigma. We're going to play Zarya strictly for the fact that I have an opportunity to learn. If they had banned Zarya and Ball, I would have just played Sigma here. But by the way, I know you guys are still tiny screen. I'll swap soon. Did I learn any of the Ball tech? That depends on what you would refer to as tech. I was just learning movement. You know, you have to keep in mind, I'm still very early in my Wrecking Ball journey. I think that learning tech is really, and a lot of like the Ball 1 tricks that I've seen would agree that learning tech is not the most important part of learning how to play Wrecking Ball. Okay, they do have a Zenyatta, Diva. Okay. Nope. Okay, we're not going to do that. We're just going to pressure the Diva back here. Okay. Okay. I really thought that we were going to have a problem there. Okay. We are in a bit of a pickle. Let's try and jump in front of our Ana here. Okay. We are struggling right now a bit. I don't want to go play it with a Junkrat without a shield. There's my team. Okay, we're here. I'm gonna take an angle. Okay, I'm a little too low here. I have more shield. We're going in. Going to move towards the Mega. Pressure the soldier back. Okay, we might be able to cap. Try and get this Lucio. We're gonna back around the corner here until rockets are done. Go on soldier here. Where's this Diva? Oh, they got D-Mac. Big. We just leave her in D-Mac situation. Okay. We're gonna chase that. You get the knockback perk here. Okay, we're a little too far overextended here. Let's back up just a teeny bit. Okay, gonna go ahead and try and leave here. Okay, we're gonna try and get out. Hold cover. We don't have a bubble here. We do have some plays we can try. I'm gonna die probably here. We're gonna see if we can get one with us. Okay, we get the soldier, we die. That's okay. I kind of got in a bad position there. This is a lot better though. Aggression looks good. Yeah, thanks for that observation, X-Decide. I think that my bubble usage is already looking a lot better. Just needed to focus on it. Yeah, fair enough, Isaac. That's cool. What's up, Dakota? Good to see you. Zen out of position is easy picks. I mean, this should be an easy game. They're on Zen Lucio. And I need to try and get Transcendence out. Okay. That bubbled a little early there. That's okay. Don't worry, Pickle. I'm gonna try and come back here. Okay, we have... Okay. We should be able to get the Genji. He's probably gonna Transcendence out. No. Okay, so we got point. We still are sitting low. They already popped trans. Am I dumb? That's probably probable there. Okay, we get the Junkrat. No, where's my team? Oh, we're all the way back here. Holy cow, we gave up a lot of space for really what is no reason. I should have turned around though. Yeah, I don't have anything faster that I can leave out on besides D.Va, and I'm not swapping. Yeah, Arjuno dies. Unfortunate. Closer point for sure. I think my bubbles are a lot better. I need to start pressuring the Doom a bit more before he goes in, because that'll slow his engagements down quite a bit. They don't really have a hard dive composition. They have a Genji now, I guess, but yeah. Well, and honestly though, like I get what you're saying, Kendall, because you're right. But you also have to be aware of where your team is, just like I needed to there. If I had looked behind me and realized that my team was back there, I would have done something different. I really hope we aren't actually swapping to Lucio. But if they need to enjoy their game, all good. So that does change how we play a bit. Yep, they're committing. We're going to have to watch for environmentals. Okay, we got a Pharah behind. Pharah's dead. Okay, Lucio dead because he fed his brains out. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize there was a Junkrat still behind. So team's all the way over there. We're gonna have to be careful here. Okay, they're up here. Okay, we get the Doom for going in like that. Okay, they got someone flanking, I'm gonna guess. We're gonna have to try and back out here. Okay, we forced that guy back. We're about to probably get pummeled here. Okay, try not to get both supports staying stacked on each other. Makes that a lot easier to win. We are sitting a lot higher energy, a lot more aggressive. Thank you for the extra charge, I guess. Okay. Let's not sit AFK. Okay, they probably... Okay, I have health back. Try and get out of the Discord orb. Grab the mini. Guy's still up here. Okay. I mean, if they're going to make it that easy on me, I'm good with that. I feel like their tank may have given up. Okay, let's try not to use another bubble. Oh, I'm probably feeding here, actually. Yep, I'm feeding. I forgot where my team was. That's all it took. Unless this guy gets a big boop or a kill. Ooh, yeah, our Reaper kind of recovered that. If I can get there and try and recover. Oh no. Who's there? We got a Juno with me. That's all I have. We don't want to go on that, I don't think. Couple of wild ultimates there. Oh, Juno's in. We better go in with her. Oh, no way. Juno? What? There's no way she bailed. Maybe we get a pick? There was no way. I really thought that dropping down on the Juno that she would turn on that, but that's okay. He's got trance. Gotta be careful. There we go. They're loose. Their Zen dropped off the map. Okay, so this is looking a lot better already. My average energy is above 40%. Doing a lot of damage. Getting really good eliminations to go with it as well. So I'm really happy with that. I have nearly double my DPS as a limbs, and I'm dying a lot less, or about the same, I'd say. I guess, to be fair, I'm just getting more limbs to show for it. Overall, I guess my point. This is a much better game than the last game. So already feeling really good about that. Might be able to see us get back to Plat 3 today, almost for sure. We got into the games a lot earlier than normal too, so we should have the time to get back into Plat 3, maybe even push Plat 2 today. Make up for yesterday's crap. Okay, they were shooting. We go ahead and take the extra. Okay, they went Symmetra. Big. Did good there. What's my tank peak? Diamond 4. Diamond 4. Hey, you know what? Oh. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Zelron. We are down one. Let's see if we can get there. Oh, Lucio. Yeah, let's see if we can keep our Lucio up a bit. I may not be able to do that. Yep, it's dead. Okay. So Junkrat got there. Ooh, good job on the Lucio, though. Our Lucio kind of carrying. Okay. Hey, you know what? I hated on the Ana for swapping the Lucio. Low key. That Lucio swap has saved a couple fights. Props where props are due. Yeah, Zolron, I appreciate that, man. I think overall the micro adjustments looked good. I'm just trying to figure out why that one exercise was so drastically different than the others. Can Zar take the height above point? I don't know. Yeah, you better leave my point, but where are they fighting? Yeah, let's try and force him to come to point. Okay, we can hold point for a little bit longer. Not a big deal. I knew we were gonna die there. There wasn't any getting out, but we got to 86%. We also have 5 ultimates here. So as long as we don't dump all of our ultimates, and even probably if we do, we should be fine. Okay, nice. Big. Okay, we get Zen ult out. Yep. We did just dump all 5 ultimates, though. So. Oh, that's big. He forgot to use any abilities there. Take the extra charge. They don't even touch. Big. Nice. Yeah, that's the... And again, 39% energy, a lot more aggression. I'm happy with that. That's a really good balance to the other game there. Oh, and we got play the game again. That's huge. We'll take games like that. Let's go. Waiting here. It was perfect. Look at this. Bop, bop. Nice. Nice. All right. We should be able to see us get back to Plat 3 today for sure. Almost for sure. Let me fill up my water bottle. Trying to work on my water intake a little bit better. I think my health's kind of fallen off the rails ever since the whole doxing thing. So, just kind of, I took the L on that for real. But I'm going to get out of here real quick and grab my water, fill up, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys? All is well and right in the world, chat. All is well and right in the world. We are doing very well with water intake today, by the way. Oh, crud. Almost forgot where I put my phone. Gotta have that in eyeball sight here so that I can actually see what's going on. I also forgot that I haven't been collecting any clips today. Need to work on that. All right, where are we at? Blizzard World. I really want to play Sig. It'd be a Sig or Wrecking Ball map for me. Either of those. And even Zarya is playable, but I really do want to get my Sigma gameplay in today. If I'm playing Sig, truthfully, I don't want Sombra still. Sombra is just so cringe. You know what? But over Sombra, I want Hogband, Sombra. Sojourn I can isolate. I'm gonna throw Mercy in there. I had a really interesting thought come from somebody. I was trying to figure out why people were banning Mercy so much, and it was because she enables so many DPS to become like broken that it's worth it. You think I didn't want to play Zarya? Tracer, Reinhardt. So what was that? Tracer, Reinhardt, Sombra, Zarya. Okay, so Sigma. We'll see how we do today. Maximum Yams. That's someone's name on my team. That's absolutely hilarious, dude. Painting, by the way, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch. I hope you're doing exceptionally well. Also, I'd love to know the story behind your name. It's an interesting name. I never know if anything's a slur anymore, so I just don't say the whole names. A slur or some horrible word I shouldn't be using, you know?
Let's finish this quickly.
Okay, we start up on high ground here. I'm hearing a Reaper. We are down maximum yams here, so we are down in support. We're going to want to play this a little bit more slowly. Okay, they're on Lucio.
There is much to do.
Take caution.
Right away. The threat emerges. Barrier initialized.
Yeah, we are on Moira Lucio. I got to play it a lot slower. Gamerk. I'm not sure how to say your name, but thank you so much for your follow on Twitch. I hope you're doing well. Okay, we got a pick there. Can we go on point? Ooh, maybe not. Yeah, no, come back. I need to go up top here. I don't know if I'm going to get there on time, but we're going to start walking. Yeah, I don't know why I'm trying to poke that from here. I do miss that rock. The D.Va's doing really well waiting until I've used rock. Man, I'm just getting ran over. I gotta play a lot slower. A lot slower. The Lucio Mercy is really unfortunate. We almost need to play Wrecking Ball. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, man, I need to hit a rock today too. Got very confused as to where that was. Bro, I'm sitting behind cover. Man. I really thought I was sitting behind cover. I didn't want to drop down from there. I just placed my shield. Their diva is outclassing me. Holy cow. My Sigma gameplay is not normally this bad, so... I'll read that message in a longer bit here. Okay, we got one. They're probably going to go for a res. They sure do. Okay, we got two there. Mercy gets a res. Dude, I'm sitting behind my shield. What is happening? I must be just right outside. Nope, I'm committing. I've said that I'm not going to be swapping. I'm going to commit to one hero every game just to learn. It's the whole point of learning. I'm not going to make the swap the reason that we lose a game. Yeah, I'm just getting tank gapped though. It's literally on me. My teammates are not the problem. The Moira Lucio is really bad. Like, it's super, super bad. But at least for what we're doing, that's all right. Switching the ball also makes it easier for your Moira Lucio. I assume is what you meant, to heal the rest of your team. Yeah, but I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I need to slow my Sigma gameplay and adapt it to my team rather than just swapping to a different hero. That may be the simplest way or the easiest way out, but it is not going to be the most educational. This is a really tough circumstance to play Sigma into, but I don't think I'm getting countered. I'm just not playing him correctly, right? I don't see a hard counter situation here. I don't. I could be wrong, but I don't see that. Or just play Sigma in a brawl. You can do that too. But the problem is I haven't seen any of them. Like, now we're back. We're actually playing a poke comp now. We've gotten off the Lucio finally. So now that we've swapped compositions quite a bit, we're gonna have to try this out a little differently. So we'll see how this goes.
You're in the presence of a legend.
Sig is just the worst tank in the game right now. No, he's not. I think that's just objectively a crazy statement. There's a lot worse tanks to play. I'll agree. I'll completely disagree, but I'll be as respectful as I can about it. I just don't get that take at all. Okay.
There they are. Get ready.
They're off to the right here. Got a couple of big cooldowns out. Okay, their brig is legit. She was so low. That's so unfortunate. Oh no, dude. Guys. Who is worse than Sig right now? Reinhardt. Hog is not. Hog, that's not a fair statement. He's gigabuff right now. Okay, we got a pick. They're gonna go res that. Okay, we get their diva out though. How did she get remacked already? What? Did anybody else just see that go straight through him? Okay. Playing it slower and it's working. Okay, she's got remake. We just have Kiri right now. They're gonna go get a res there. Okay, we played that better. And Jinx, that's okay. You're entitled to your opinion. I can't help that Moira there. That's on her. This is on our... We are really using abilities right now. All right. Okay, they get the res, that's fine. And Moira is going in like an absolute maniac. Watch for ult. You guys should be able to clear that. Hog is not just walking ult charge. Hog is like he is unkillable. I understand that you see ult charge out of that, and that's not an incorrect thought process. But it's also just not viable because I mean he's literally unkillable. It is. Oh, that's unfortunate. Missed my rock there. Okay, we have another good pick. Echo doing her thing. Oh, Echo. You gotta win that.
No one can hide.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Bro, the game is made for you to switch and adapt your picks to what is needed. I will respectfully disagree with you. I think that the most skill expression this game can see is when you play into your counters and learn how to play into them. It's okay if you disagree with me, and that's fine. Just ask you don't be degrading about it in any way. Not that you have been. I'm just throwing it out there. I know where this typically goes if I'm not careful. Good. I thought she had just used that. It's the only reason I... Yikes. Okay, we got that. They remake, I'm pretty sure, any second. I don't understand how we keep... Why are we... Yeah, this is tough. My gameplay has not been good. We'll review this one. Jinx, I don't know if I'd say it's the only way, but I'd say it's one of the most surefire ways to get better. Sim, oh, we're just counter swapping the diva. It's like, why are we on Sim right now? Oh, no way, bro. Wait, what? Surely someone was in that. I'm gonna be honest with you. While my Sigma gameplay was really bad there, that wasn't on me. We're gonna go back and look over that. So, that was tough. That one was a tough game. Definitely lots to learn on Sigma, but I mean, this was just objectively not me. So, we move on to the next and go again. So, no big deal, you know? Licky, I have no idea what you're even saying anymore. It's never you, Goat? No, that's not true. There are games where it's absolutely me. Like this one. This one was me. This one was me. The stats look like it's not, but this one was absolutely me. That's why I wanted you guys to understand. That wasn't me looking at the stats and saying it's all on them because my stats are better. It was me saying, okay, no, I'm sorry. Like, we can see over and over again. Again, we aren't going to focus on this. We're going to focus on me, but we can see over and over again, like our supports just legit diving in. They were on, was it Lucio Moira for the first entire round? Like, it is all good, you know. But there's still plenty of things that I can learn. So we are going to review it. We're going to take like a 2-minute breather and then we're going to go back through and we'll review that game, learn from the Sigma gameplay, because I don't play Sigma a whole ton. I usually lean into my Zarya Wrecking Ball because I'm learning Wrecking Ball from the ground up. And Zarya is my main, so I'll lean into them more often, but no big deal. No worries, Licky. I believe in you. Love all your TikToks. Hey, Sprout Man, I appreciate that. It's very kind of you to come by and say thank you. Appreciate it. You lost first fight because you were holding height too long, and then you were holding too close for first choke after cap. Definitely a probable... what I'm saying is I think you're probably right on that. But I don't... One of the things that I think a lot of people will do, and you're not, by the way, this is not me, like, berating you. I want to indicate something to you guys. A lot of people will watch a streamer, and they'll immediately be analyzing the game. The advantage you have is that you get to analyze it as I play it, rather than where I'm at, which is just playing the game, right? That's true of every game you watch. So you guys get a unique perspective that I don't, which is actually really helpful. Like, as soon as someone is giving me constructive criticism, I try my best to open my mind and not be an egotist and just listen. But I also, whenever I try to look at, like, VOD reviews and stuff like we're going to do in a minute, whenever I VOD review a game, I try to look for something simple that we can implement and learn from. For instance, and I'm going to go ahead and just quickly show you what I mean, okay? So... I'm sorry, hit the wrong button. I'm still hitting the wrong buttons. There we go. Man, I hate Sprout. I appreciate that a lot. Very kind words. Very kind words. This journey is definitely taking time, and I'm wondering if my 2026 timeline might have been a little aggressive, and that's okay if it was, because I'm in it for the long haul. I'm not in it for the short term. But I definitely appreciate that. Thank you for sticking around. So, we played Zarya on New Queen Street. And Slam Lord Sam, thanks for the follow on Twitch. I hope you're having a great day. Plat 4 is halfway there if you think about it. I mean, halfway to what? Masters? GM? I'd have to look at it, but OWCS. How do you see that as halfway there? I would say that halfway there is Masters to me, but I'm curious what you see, Fluffy. So like this game doesn't look bad on paper with stats. Again, stats are not everything, but we can see number one, I was shooting the tank quite a bit. GM isn't even halfway to OWCS. When you're a tank player in the NA region and the GM puts you in the top, I would argue it's for sure top 500. I would wonder if it would be top 3. Not top 3, but top 300 to be clear. I do wonder if that is a little further than a lot of people think because of where tank is right now. GM5 is like top 180. Is it? Okay. I mean, I could look, but that's not really the point. I don't want to get into that, but well, okay. So here's what I'm saying with that. Okay. I want to clarify what I'm saying because I feel like it's kind of the downside, especially with like short form content, because I'll say something like that and then people will misunderstand, or maybe I don't communicate well what is said. Really quick before I finish this point. The OWCS is obviously a whole echelon above top 500, top 100, top 5, actual top 5, not top 500, but the top 5 players in the world would struggle in the OWCS. What I am saying is, like your top 500, top 100, I would say personally, your top 50 players in a rank, or in a role, excuse me, have the highest chance to play in the OWCS at a reasonable level. When you get in, you can do that. All I'm saying is I was plat like 3 seasons ago and now I'm Masters. Hey, and that's awesome. First of all, congrats on that, Jinx. I appreciate that that's what you're saying. And I don't know that I have fundamentally disagreed with you at any point. I want to make sure I'm clear on that. So let me finish this point because we're kind of getting all over the place here and my ADD is kicking in. So this game, like, it looked good on paper, but it really wasn't. My charge was low. If we look at my own stats, 34% charge overall isn't awful, but it's certainly not. 40+% is what I see the average per game for a lot of the best Zarya players that I've been able to look over their stats and stuff in like the leaderboards. World, by the way, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate all the new followers. I really do appreciate it. What role do I... Oh, you're talking to somebody else. Top 50 can probably compete in Face It Master. Well, I think there's a separate point we need to touch on then. We'll get to that in a second. Remind me, we'll come back to the top 50. We'll actually go look, and I'll show you how many of them are actively in the OWCS. So the 34% energy was low, and I had suspected in that game that my bubble usage was bad, so we VOD reviewed that game. Then I go into this game. Ilios is not inherently a Zarya map. Normally, I would want to play Sigma. I'd want to play Wrecking Ball, depending on what was banned. But Zarya is definitely what I wanted to play, if possible, if forcing her on the map wasn't going to be good. Like, if it was Watch Point, maybe not playing Zarya, right? But Ilios is enough of a flexible situation that I feel like you can get away with Zarya, especially with the secondary fire perk, where you get a little bit of an increased jump height. This game was infinitely better. Stats are not everything, though. They are something. My energy was the same, like just about 5% higher. My bubble usage felt way better, but in the game, what I found was that I was playing more aggressively. Way more aggressively, and that was the focal point. Use your bubbles better, and with the charge you get, play aggressively. I did those things and infinitely played better that game. This game, I'm really not too sure what the thing is, and I'd be open to some constructive criticism. Jinx, I know you're here and you gave some specific thoughts, but I really do want to throw in there real quick. What I don't want is like a specific 2 things I did wrong and like 2 spots I did something wrong at. What I'd like, if you guys have it, and if you don't, we'll look for it together, is a habit or something you saw I consistently was dropping the ball on. We can look at that. If you have a thought on something that you feel I was consistently failing to do on Sigma, please feel free to share that. Please be constructive in your criticism, and I would always go from there. But all of that said, that's what we'll do next. I do want, while you guys are typing about that, let me share another thought with you really quick. If we go into competitive, we go to the leaderboard. We go into tank. We go, well, are we not? Oh, I guess we're not posts. Can we just use season 15 for the sake of conversation? Tracer is a better Sombra. That's an interesting take. I don't agree with it, but okay. So, Low Res, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch. I hope you're having an exceptional day. Be more aggressive and take space on all your heroes. Cheers. Hey, I appreciate that. I'm sure you're right, but I'm going to be looking for something that I could do on Sigma. Maybe that's true, but we'll look at that in a minute. Have I tried League of Legends? I played a lot of League of Legends when I was a kid. Never got into comp, though. If I would break it down, make your rotations faster and play farther back. So you think that my positioning was too far forward and rotate when I need to, when I'm starting to get pressured. I bet you the fundamental of that is that I'm playing too close, if we keep it simple. It does take a while to learn a character, and that's true for everybody, by the way, Sprout. Just one trigger? Yes, that is the best way to learn any new hero, by the way. Even if you get hard countered, it's better to do that. Just mute chat. Save you a lot of time. Let me finish my thought here. So, your top 50 players... Gosh, I really don't know a lot of the tank players in the US, but, like, here's a couple of examples that I know. Infected. Believe he's... who's he playing for now? I lose track. Is it Liquid? Is he playing on Liquid? I think that's right. He was on Nightmare when he coached me, but I don't think he still plays for Nightmare. I think he's done with Nightmare. I think he went on the Team Liquid. Sigma specifically, make your rotations faster and play your range better. Okay. Jinx, I'm open to that. I'll definitely look at that and when we review the game together. If you want to stick around and see what I would see, I would love that, man. It would be an honor. I appreciate you taking time. Zalron, you just like yapping, bro. That's why you and I get along so well. You're good, bro. Kuffa replaced him on Nightmare. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah, yeah, he is on TL. Yeah, he's Team Liquid. But again, he's top 20. Now, he's GM1. That's it. Once your team moves, you should move. Doesn't matter if you're the tank. You need to play around your team because it's a team game. I feel like there's a lot of nuance to that, but we'll look at it together. Kellen, yeah, I was gonna say, I thought Kellen was Space Station. Yeah. So, I mean, just in the top 20, for sure, we have 2 out of the top 20 players. Is there any here that I'm missing that are on teams that I don't know about? I don't keep up with the OWCS right now. I'm so focused on learning myself that I don't do much besides VOD review the ones that are public. Rank 12 is Face It Masters, I believe. You're saying Pila here? Painkiller? Painkiller? The top one? What team does Painkiller play on? I believe you, by the way. I'm just trying to make sure I verify my information before I go yapping. I keep more eye on DPS than tank, so I don't know. That's totally fair. What am I looking for right now? We're proving a point, Zolron. A lot of folks, when I insinuated the idea that getting into the top 500 gives you a better chance of playing in the OWCS, and that the top 500 includes GM, it actually includes upper end of Masters right now. That my point was, if I can get GM, like mid GM, I'd have a decent chance of at least getting into a team and trying my hardest. And there was a few folks that seemed to be under the impression that the OWCS was so far off from top 500, even top 50. And it's just wild. Painkiller and Outlaw are on Face It teams. Okay. Yeah, that's all. That's all, Zolron. That's all. Just that a lot of people didn't think like, oh, they're just so much further above the top 500 that I was like, well, no, let me just show you this. This is important. There's a massive difference, which is something I learned the hard way between low GM and high GM champ. Oh, there's a huge difference. Yeah. It's actually mind-blowing once you play against it. I've watched, so I have when I was playing for a scrim team, one of the coaches was a GM on a player, and I watched some of his VODs back, and it was cool to watch. Well, yeah, it is a difference, but my point is people that are in the top 20 are pro players, so that the idea of getting to top 500 and then looking for a team and being then coached and shaped and molded into a team, I think is a lot better, is my point that I was making. Interesting X decide. Fluffy, I am going to be live. By the way, every time I say that, all I can think of is that guy. I think he goes by Bofum on TikTok. Hello, Princess. That's all I can think of whenever I say your name. So thank you for that. I'm going to be live until 5 p.m. Central. So another hour and a half. I would say once you're in the top 50 plus is when you start getting more molded by coaches to maybe be able to become an actual pro. Yeah, fair enough. And I'm open to that, like, nuance of 500 versus top 50. But just the idea that once you get there is you're already putting yourself in a lot better position. You are very well spoken. Slimeward, I appreciate that. I've been really trying to be more measured with my words today. Yesterday, I dropped the ball and was being kind of a prick for no reason. And I am trying to be much more aware of when my mental is off so that I can focus on crafting my words in a way that is representative of who I am rather than just spewing out emotions. Fluffy, I don't actually encourage people to stream snipe. So no, I'm going to say probably not. If you end up in a game, that's fine. I'm thankful that you're there or whatever. But no, I don't encourage stream sniping. All right. Oh, we didn't review the Sigma game. Hold on, before I get back in. That was my bad. Almost forgot completely. We got to yapping. You got me monologuing. Okay. Okay, so one of the points that someone gave, which was, holy red ladder. Oh yeah, oh dude, I dropped the ball yesterday, man. I deranked twice, 3 times. No, we deranked the 3rd time today, twice yesterday. So that's not unlucky. It was me playing like an absolute moron. That's my fault. It is not unlucky. A lot of my teammates were playing fine. I just needed to get a grip. I'll be honest. That was just on me. Okay. We're going to slow it down here so we aren't watching it at breakneck speed. I think that's not bad. Now right here, where are my teammates? That was a really well-timed rock. I got to give myself some credit. And right here, I need to drop. This, I think, is what Jinx was pointing out. Right here, I needed to leave. Yep, because now I die for it instead of just being able to maybe hold point. Okay, I'm seeing that. Makes perfect sense. I needed to go up I wasn't sure if I'd be able to make it over to the point here, but I do need to be up high ground. Oh man, I'm burning cooldowns. That's a separate issue. For sure, top 500 is much better than not top 500, but I would say the gap between a GM5 to GM1 player is just as large and harder to close as a Platinum 1 and Masters 1 player. I've heard that before. I can't speak to it much because I've only hit low Masters on support, evidently according to pretty much everyone, except no one has been able to give me the data on it yet. Apparently it was when the ranks were inflated, but no one has been willing to give me data on it yet. It is very strange to me. I think that it was just perpetuated by a bunch of content creators at the time and everybody just bought the lie. But that's my suspicion. I'm always open to being proven wrong. So you should have already been playing closer to the edge since you were down 1. On that first point, yeah, that's fair. When I actually played the game, I was the worst player by far in my friend group, and I was consistently mid or technically high GM. The gap between myself and my top 30 to 10 friends is always insane. Never heard this from content creators. It's only from personal experience. There were content creators who talked about it. There are still content creators who talked about it. Data on the rank inflation. Yeah, like the what I've heard was that I think it was season 6 that I hit Masters 5 on support, and yeah, that's fair. So on. Season 3 of the 8, there was massive inflation. Right, but I've heard this. This is what I've heard, but no one has provided data, facts, or anything. I've asked for them, and no one's given them. I am always open to being wrong. Always open to being wrong. I do not pretend or in any way try to imply that I know everything. Certainly not about Overwatch, clearly. I'm in plat. Let's be real, right? But I do want to be clear that I don't just buy into this idea that the achievement that I hit of Masters as a support player in like 300 hours was somehow discounted by something called rank inflation. They did release rank distribution data. That's awesome. I'd love to see it, but I don't have the time to go back and look through it. And I'm not saying, by the way, X, decide that you're one of these people. I want to be very clear, but there are some very toxic people who, whenever I mention that I've hit Masters, they just throw out, oh, well, you're terrible. You actually have no idea what you're doing. You just burn rank inflation. It's kind of crazy. I'm kind of looking for data from Blizzard, ideally, but I'm open to seeing whatever seems to justify it. How many hours do I have on Overwatch? I think we're 900 plus now. I see what you're saying, Jinx. You know, the data is you can see someone hit GM with the same amount of games played before Season 9, and they can't get out of Diamond post Season 9. Okay. Show me an account. I'm open to that. Show me an account. No, absolutely. No, and Zolron, and this is the thing, I don't think any of you here are trying to shut that down. That's why I'm putting that super big disclaimer out there. I'm just saying that, like, there are people who will try to discredit that, and it's like, okay, but not everybody seemed to be hitting Masters at that time. Maybe they were. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just need to see it, that's all. Because here, okay, can we finish? Let's finish the Sigma thing, and then we'll look at my rank. And we'll talk about it. We'll use my account as the example for today. But my great grandma hit Masters at that time. All right, so we're still reviewing positioning here. The kind of thought from the community at this point has been that I was just playing too aggressively. I turned for the rip. Oh, yeah. Hey man, no disrespect, but I just saw a video about you meeting with a 13-year-old. What was that about? Well, I didn't meet with a 13-year-old, nor did I have any intention of doing so. Let's just put that out there right off the rip. Santiago. Were you talking about the video that I posted negating the lie? Or are you talking about something else? Happy to full pause and talk about that, because I'm certainly not hiding anything, because I have nothing to hide. None of that happened. So... Okay, so we're continuing right here. I need to be backing up. I needed to have left well before now. What the heck? Yeah, there was somebody. I know who it is at this point. At least I suspect I know. I haven't seen any facts to conclude it, but I'm 90% certain I know. And yeah, he's just a no-life loser. He really doesn't know what else to do with his life besides harass me at this point. So it's all right. I'm not worried about it. He can continue to do that. That's his choice. So far, Jinx, I'm not sure if you're still chilling or not, but I would agree with you. There's a lot of, like, I'm just staying too long. Yeah, man, keep it up. You're doing good. You're doing great. Hey, Santiago, I appreciate you being here. Would you mind to answer the question I asked? Because everybody who has said that, I have challenged to share with me who is actually perpetuating that lie. And no one knows suddenly when I ask. And it's just kind of odd. Where did you hear this rumor? Where did the name Gaming for Hope come from? It's a great question. Low-Res Molly, could I answer that after this VOD review? Would that be all right? I got you, Jinx. I got you. I respect that. We'll look at my data afterward. So basically, to be clear, I know we're having a lot of good conversation today, and I know I haven't been queuing as much, but I really want to learn. I'm less concerned about actually getting in. What was that about? Dang. Just, yeah. I'm not going to get into it too much until I have some kind of actual fact to go along with people claiming this. I'm too far forward. I die for it here. Yeah, so consistently speaking, I am not playing far enough back. So I definitely needed to play. I was playing the positioning of Zarya on Sigma. And even with Zarya, I was probably a little too far forward a couple of times. But that is 100% the problem. I don't really think we need to keep reviewing that one. I hope I get a chance to play Sigma in the next game we play today. Let me finish up. Seen you on my For You page recently. Love the energy. World, I appreciate the kind words. For real. Thank you. That really does mean a lot to me. It's something that I'm really working hard to put out great content for you guys, and I'm thankful that you guys are enjoying it. So thank you. Just late rotations on Sig. You have to look to make them a lot faster since you have a more poke style. So you need to move faster backwards. Yeah, you need to react a lot sooner to recognizing the triggers to move back. It is what I'm understanding. I think you're absolutely right. Thank you for that observation, by the way. Like I said, always open to constructive criticism, and you gave it constructively, so thank you for that. Okay, so let me go here. I think it was it season 6 that I hit Masters? Yeah, so here's my Masters 5. I went, so you guys are, do we know when this, again, I'm not saying I agree. Are we knowing when the ranked inflation started? Is there a season range or anything? I think I saw one earlier. That's why I'm asking about it. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, Jinx. Season 3. Okay, so season 3. So here's me, season 1. Not really playing it very seriously, by the way. That's fair, Zolron. That's fair. I start playing like crazy in season 2 and go from bronze 5 to silver 2. Silver 2 to silver 1 in season 3. Season 3 to 4. Okay. So here's, you could make a justification for this. But I would also say that if we look at, is there a way to look at the stats per season? Yes. Okay. I really wish I could. I was mostly one-tricking BAP. I appreciate that S decide. Or X decide, excuse me. I don't know that it'll be necessary because I'm already kind of seeing what you are saying. I'm seeing what you guys are saying. Whether I agree or disagree, I don't know. I think the only real way to conclusively prove it to myself at this point would be to play support again and see if I can get back to Masters. If I can get back to Masters, then I truly was a Masters player despite the inflation. But so if we look at season 3, how many games did I play? That's what I was trying to figure out. 161. Yeah, one more than I lost. So ranking up makes sense. Although I gotta say, that's odd. I only won like 6 more games over the season. You know what? Here's some interesting thought. I don't know if this is on the same basis, but I'm almost willing to give you guys credit at this point. A10 made a video about this. Petition to refer you as Overwatch. Oh, I don't care. You can call me whatever you want as long as you're being kind. I can link it if you want. Yeah, verbatim. I don't throw it in the Twitch chat. It'll like kick you out of it. It's like it times you out, I think, for a second to clear chat. Would you be willing to DM it to me somewhere? You can tell me wherever you'd prefer, and I'll keep an eyeball out for it. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Jinx, for sure. But just I'm working on what I can see because I'm not calling you a liar, but I work with what I can see because the internet is a interesting place, right? It's called Should These Climbs Be Possible? Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll go look it up and throw it on my watch later, and I'll give it a watch later tonight. Okay. Yeah, Zolron, if you would, that'd be fantastic. And I think that'd be a really cool video to put together too. Like, was the rank inflation real? I think that'd be cool. Okay, she said it was called Should These Climbs Be Possible? Oh, I guess I should probably specify A10 because I just got a bunch of climbers. Okay, it's a 13-minute video too. That's not too bad. I don't react to a lot of stuff on stream genuinely, like generally speaking, so I'll hang on to it. But I will, I promise you it is in my watch later. I'll give it a, if I can speak, I'll give it a go later. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've had 11 new followers on Twitch. That's crazy. Yeah, and that's fair, Solron. I like to look at the facts in front of me, and if there are facts to back up a statement, I'm here for it. Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm with you, Solron. I know. And again, none of this is a reflection on any of you individually. This is just me being skeptical of the internet. Does that make sense? But I will say this. I went from silver to platinum high diamond in season 3. Is that right? I feel like that's right. Hold on. Yep. I went from... Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's not right. So from season 3 to season 4, I went from silver to peaking diamond 3. Let's have that conversation. Let me look at that real quick. I won a lot more games that one, though. Right? Yeah, true. What button do you use to look at the scoreboard? I was thinking of moving mine to the mouse so I don't have to tab mid-fight. Honestly, I just use tab. Don't have an issue. Went from high diamond to GM3, GM1. Didn't improve at all. But again, there's no way to measurably prove you didn't improve. Does that make sense? You could have improved your gameplay at the same time. Now, was it responsible? This is where it gets nuanced. Was it responsible for 100%? Probably not. Was it responsible for 60 to 70%? Season 9, you fell back to high diamond. Maybe you had a bad season. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff to think about here. It's a lot of stuff to think about. I just think there's way more nuance than people are giving it credit for, is all. What's up, Andre? One way to check for rank inflation is just to look at where top 500 ends that season. Blizzard rarely ever releases full distribution data, so that is the closest statistic you can look at. I do wish they would do more about that, to be honest. Yeah, that's crazy, Zolron. I went from low masters to GM back in the day, then meta shifted and I got blown up to 7 billion. So if we go season 5, though, we go back to negative wins. Season 8, season 9, top 500. Let's do that real quick. I'm open. Like I said, I'm open to being wrong. I'm always open to being wrong, you guys. If I can see data, I'm here for it. Oh, I'm still loading season 15. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Season... Wait. 8, 9. There's been too many numbers. Season 8, season 9, top 500. So GM1, all the way to the bottom is GM1. Okay. And then you're saying season 9, when they corrected everything, we should see the bottom part of it being no longer GM1 is the idea. It's thinking. Hold on. It doesn't even want to load it. Okay. Masters 1. Let me look at this support side. I know it goes across the whole thing. Let me cope for a second, all right? GM season 9, GM 5. This is GM 1. All right, I'll cope. Yeah, no, you're right, guys. You're absolutely right. Why did they let that happen for so long? Why did they allow that to happen for so long? Did any of you guys know? Because that's really weird. That's 8 seasons? You guys said it happened from season 3 to season 8, technically? Like, that's really cringy. Is it just classic Overwatch, like, not reacting, or what? PAS, I'm not trying to say your name, by the way. Thanks so much for your follow over on Twitch, though. Hope you're having a good one. I believe they tried normalizing the distribution. I have official data if you want it. Interesting. They wanted higher ranks to be easier to achieve. Oh, off the rip, that was their goal, was to allow you to get to the higher ranks in an easier way. And then it was almost too easy. Not in the Twitch chat. It'll clear your messages. I don't want to stay on this for too much longer. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm bummed as crap, to be honest with you, to realize that that Masters 5 that I truly thought I had achieved was not actually an achievement. I mean, that explains why I've been struggling since, right? I mean, we can see that I've just kind of course, I haven't played a lot of support. I swapped from support. Dude, that's crazy. Wait a minute. I just realized something. Bro, wait. Dude, I just realized something. That's actually insane. Guys, how many of you know why I left support? Does anybody know? This is a real realization I'm having live right now on this live stream. Do you guys know why I left support? If you don't, I can tell you. It's okay. I'm just curious to see if anybody's here, because I've talked about it before. I'm curious if anybody knows. Ooh. It's buns? No. No, that's not why. I actually really liked playing support. I left support because it felt too easy. It was. It was too easy. That was the reason. Oh my gosh. Bro, it was too easy. Yes, I did, Rach. I just saw it. It was too easy. That is why it felt easy, because it actually was. It wasn't a me being just a crazy support player. It was that it was too easy. This was back in old seasons, by the way, right now, chat. We aren't talking about right now. We're talking about when I hit my peak in Masters 5 and felt like, oh, God, that was really easy to get to. I mean, I was only a couple hundred hours in at that point, I think. What rank did I get on support? Hopefully that answers your question. That's fair. One below, that's fair. And then right as the end of the rank inflation swaps, I struggle. Flex support, easiest role in the game. You know, there are people who would make the argument that tank is the easiest role in the game. And there's some pretty good arguments for that too, that I've heard. I haven't actually dug into it super heavily. Dude, that is insane. I will say I haven't been grinding as much. Like, you can actually see from season 7, I was, you know, I had, how many games did I play? I think that's interesting to look at. We're really just yapping here for a minute. Tank is the easiest Kappa. There are some good arguments for both sides of tank being the easiest or hardest. Yeah, for sure. It is still an achievement. Rank and skill are not the same thing, but ranking up is a showing of perseverance, while skill is something that is very, very hard to pinpoint. Ooh. Didn't know we were opening fortune cookies right now, Stormy, but I appreciate that. No, I haven't. I don't keep up with rivals at all. Just gotta stand still. True, Rach. That's true. You're unironically goated. Look at you go. Okay, so I played 509 games in Season 7. Season 8 was 325. Season 9 was 191. Season 10 was 249, 253, 215, 248. Oof. Man, I've been hitting maybe 200 games a season. Holy cow, I gotta grind. That's crazy. Yeah, that's fair, Mittens. That's fair. Okay. We've gotten our... somebody asked... let me scroll up on Twitch chat. It was a while ago. World, are you... Wait, no, who was it? World was about the... Someone asked about my name. Why I named myself... Oh, yeah. Low Res Molly, if you're still here. I'm sorry it took me so long to get there. But where did the name Game In for Hope come from? The name Game In for Hope came from... Originally, my first live stream name was actually Game In for God 0316. Then it was Game In for God. And then I realized that the people that I actually wanted to reach, which were people who are not Christians, they were turned off by the name. They would see the name and they'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get like preached at, or it's going to be another one of those Dr. Witnesser types of people. For those of you that remember, if you know, you know. And I didn't want to be perceived that way. So I started thinking about it and changed my name to Game In for Hope to try and instill the hope of the gospel in people. It's the same thing, but I do that in the same way I've always done it, which is to try to be a more positive influence in negative spaces. I think it sticks out like a sore thumb. I don't think I ever really have to mention my faith. I do, but I don't think I have to. Look at the screenshots I sent you on Discord. You don't need to pull it up on stream. Okay. And then we'll get into Q here in a second. You need a second? Arthur, inside voice. What's up? Okay. Good talk. GM. Oh, wait, what? I'm really confused. So from season... Oh, it's going backwards. Season 2 to season 3 was a... On damage with 27 games won. They went from from Platinum 3 to GM 1. Okay. Yep. Nope. That's enough for me. I don't even have to look at the rest of these. How old am I? Depends on if you're measuring in maturity or actual laps around the sun. I'm about 5.
Now you're giving me credit.
I'm about 5, but I'm actually 29. Is it around the sun? Am I tripping? It is around the sun, right? That's how we measure years.
He's 87 and 3 on the inside.
I'm tripping right now. Is that right, chat? Or did I just... Okay, it is around the sun. Okay, good. I was like, man, did I just make myself look like Tim when he asked if he could dig to the ocean in Florida? Try Hearthstone, bro. I'm just not interested in trying other games right now. I'm going to add Apex into the mix, though, for you guys. Give you guys a little bit more content to look forward to. I genuinely don't know how I had 2 games won and went from Plat 3 to Masters 1 on that one account. That's insane. Yeah. Do I like vegetables? Absolutely not. I don't need to eat the food that my food eats. So.
Hello.
Hello. All right. I do need to step away for just a minute, chat. He's not 87.
Yes, he is.
It depends on the day, dude.
Don't lie
Look
to
at this
yourself.
hairline. I definitely look like I'm 87. I'll be back in just a minute, guys.
What's up, chat? I'm stealing it for a second. How is everyone today?
Hey, chat, you know guys a little bit crazy.
How is everyone today? David is mean to me. I know. He's mean to me too. It's okay. Discovered the channel today. I'm glad you like it. David's a really fun person to be around. Rachel beat him up. No. Nah, I kind of like him. I don't want to beat him up. No, I don't want to get. Okay. This is my friend. Oh, I have another friend. Tell me your mom without telling me your mom. You have babies in your hands. All the time. What?
Want to know why I really want to go I'm a blinky corn.
Hi. I'm saying hello to Chad. He just now started. Okay, either. So, David is now back. So I am going away. Mittens, I'm sorry, I will not beat David up. But I am going to go attend to my children and hang out with my new friends. I have friends. Rachel, do you stream? No, I don't stream. David's a streamer. I don't stream. I get really awkward in front of a camera. Not very, but I used to come in on David's streams and do what was called a Rants with Rachel segment, but that has not happened recently because I have had babies. Do I play anything? I like 7 Days. I like 7 Days to Die. It's really fun. And I have tried Overwatch on one of David's streams. Not a fan.
No.
Alright, well, I'm gonna switch with David. So you all have a pleasant evening and try not to cringe too hard at David. And remember, he is 87. He has memory loss.
The outfit. The overalls. It's a Waluigi thing. That's hilarious. Okay. Guys, gals. Thank you for your patience with me today. We've had several yapathons. They've all been good, but they've all been serious. Okay. Rialto. Am I not remembering what Rialto looks like in my head right now? I'm gonna go with Zarya just in case. What kind of music do I like? I am a heavy metal enjoyer. For sure. I don't want Hog. I don't want Bastion. And we'll go Sombra. How do I like the new banning system? So far, I like it. I do worry what it's going to create for community, like people who are one tricks, for as far as like the experience for them. I feel like it's not going to be good, and I think that's going to become a problem. Keep yapping. It's more fun than Overwatch. All right, Mittens. Remind me what you play. It's Mittens. That's fair. Roadhog. Moira? I don't think I've ever seen Moira banned. Was that Zarya? Did they freaking ban Zarya, chat? Did I see that right? I was looking in the preview window. Oh, you motherless sheep. All of you. Motherless sheep. What? That was a nice thing to call them, I think. Hey, you know what? Opportunity to play Sig. You played against you a couple nights ago. Finally reached Diamond. Nice, Pathlane. You were... I think I remember you saying that. Like, that you recognized my name. I think I remember you. I really do, and I'm not just saying that. Like, for some reason, I felt like it was Eichenwald, but that's probably not right. I've had a couple of those at Eichenwald, though, so that definitely does happen sometimes. Mittens, I beg to differ. There's a collegiate, there's the OWCS, there's the console league, there's a ton. I really don't see Zarya banned a lot comparatively. It was Busan or Lijiang. It was probably Lijiang, yeah. But that's cool, man. You hit Diamond though? That's big. Congratulations. I took a mental L yesterday and did a lot of D ranking. Okay, we're on Orisa. Ooh, clean. We're gonna go ahead and take some forward space here, actually. I could probably be a little bit more forward. Who's the Bastion simp? That would be Asui. Can we get some more ball gameplay? Right this second, no. Oops. Okay, we cut off the support. I don't have anything to rock. Or, whoop. Okay, I probably needed to leave before now, unironically. Gonna have to just... We didn't man Bastion. It's over. Oh, Lord, my supports are goated. They literally just bailed me out of one of the worst possible positions. Up. Oh, what? Oh, that's a crazy sleep dart, bro. I waited for the spear, but I didn't wait for the sleep dart. I can't hold point. Maybe I can now. Off in front. Delay the damage. Oh! I'm dead. No! Oh my gosh, my life weaver just trolled. There's no way. I could have held that, bro. Alright, well that's alright. Try and block off that. Oh, that's not the right. I thought I was at a different point on the house here. Okay, we no longer need to be here. Okay, we are too low. We need to back way out. Do I ever ping for heals when I'm low? I try not to be honest with you. I know how annoying that can be. What the? Okay. I think my positioning's a lot better. Force him out. Okay. Stand right here in the front. Okay, Symmetra. Ouch. Stay over here by my life weaver for a second. Jump across. Waiting for another TP. I'm gonna flip the map on him here. No. Okay. They got point. I wasn't even paying attention. My fault. Oh, we went in. I botched that one. Okay, we need to keep backing a bit here. I'm way too low to stay. Our Mei dies. Not much I can do there. No way. Oh, I played better, but that's okay. Joel, I'm doing pretty well today. I feel like man, I feel like I'm doing like a lot better mentally today. I gotta throw myself out there for that one. That's a big one. Definitely struggling on Sigma more today than normal. So my supports are really throwing it. I doubt that. I mean, they're dying a lot, but maybe I need to turn around and help them more. Ball angle. Hey, I appreciate that you guys want me to play ball. It's not happening. I've been committing to one hero per game. Especially with the hero bans. There's just no reason to sit here and counter swap all game to me. Like, it was already at a place where I didn't really agree with it, but now there's just next to no reason. You ban your counters to the best of your ability and keep trying. Not that I'm being countered, by the way. I think Sim's getting a lot of value off of my shield placements. And, yeah. Get super aggressive here. Cookie dough ice cream is so good. That's a fact. Yeah, chocolate chip cookie dough is goated. That's true, Austin. Try and get over the bridge and pressure the enemy Ana. That is really what I need to do, is I need to be cutting off the Ana more. That is their kind of their Achilles heel. They're on Symmetra still. The enemy Ana is going completely insane. Agreed. Yeah, 8 and 2 is actually insane. Oh no. Okay, so they're on Junkrat, which means it's even going to be harder to play. Try not to get speared. Yep, that was coming. Dang it. Okay. Oh, we're on Zen. Okay. That does make it a little trickier. Okay, we got that. That's big. What's Cassidy doing? Okay, we burned a cooldown. We got 3 on. Good sleep dart timing. I'll give her that. She's going in for an ult. Yeah, the Symmetra is just getting infinite value too. What's up, Squaw? Good to see you. You have to take space. Don't just shoot tank. Yeah. Okay. That's great. Thank you for the criticism. I feel like that was not. I understand what you're saying. The words are clear. But like, I'm gonna go up top here. They have 2 abilities to take me out of my ultimate. Oh, I'm dead. Dude, I actually don't understand where my team was that whole time. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't. That's just so unfortunate. I'm gonna have to go on the back line here. Like we're standing in the middle of the open, getting killed. That's so unfortunate. Can I do better? This one's a really unfortunate one. Sigma into Sim Junkrat is okay. Yeah, they know we're going. I made their whole team go back. Come on, let's make something of this. Dude. Oh man. Yeah, yeah, that's just wow. I mean, I can't get the Ana on my own. I need my, that's what all that was happening. We were just shooting the tank too long as a team. Myself included. I was shooting the tank too much. The Orisa is just so tempting to shoot at. She played really good. I'm super bummed that I lost that one, I'll be honest, but I think that I played better on Sigma overall. So I'm not super worried about it. Like, look at this. They're just standing out in the open. You know. Super unlucky, to be honest. That's okay. I'm not going to review that one. I know that I played my Sigma distance a lot better. A lot better. My Zarya would have cooked the lobby. Could have. Yeah. Definitely could have. But I'm honestly thankful for the opportunity to learn Sigma there. And I do think that I played my Sigma immensely better, so I'm not worried about it. All right, we are on Numbani here. That's unironically a Wrecking Ball play from me. Yeah, I don't think Sigma was a bad pick either. I don't think that's actually what Disco Fox is saying either. I just think that ball angle, I mean, it's about the time, I think. So we're definitely banning Sombra. Oh, wait, no. Someone wanted to play Cassidy. I'll unban Cass. That's on me. So Sombra. A really annoying tank to play into. Ooh, Roadhog for sure. And no support bans over here. Interesting. I'll jump on the Sojourn hate. Whatever. I'll jump on the Soj hate. Does everybody really think that Freya is overtuned? I've been thinking that a little bit myself, but I've been wondering if that's just me coping. Okay, so that is Roadhog, Sombra, Doomfist, and Freya. Do I play Winton? No, not primarily. I can play Winton, but I try to avoid that where I can. Cope for home. Accurate. Accurate. Oh, I don't think I've been getting clips all day today. Do I have a single solitary gameplay clip? Oh no. I have one clip. Gotta. Coping for hope, yeah. I've been supposed to be getting clips for the video tonight, chat. I'm throwing. We're gonna have to play this game for clips, which means we gotta play absolutely goated. Not like this. I would put my fingers into my hair, but I guess I'd have to be like, not like this.
I can't wait to get out there.
Someone's clipping that, I guarantee you. Whee! Okay. It's go time. Okay, they got an Echo, Winston. Okay, we take a bunch of space, come back to our team. Adeline just said you look like a Pokemon ball. I do, Adeline. That's a great observation. I'm so proud of you. Oh yeah, they're on Tracer. They're swapping tanks. Drop down, grab the mini. They tried to... Oh, okay. New least favorite hero to play into. Did not like that. Oh, grab the mini. Ooh. We're cooking. Nope, not like that. We're not. We're going this way. Everybody, we're just taking the stairs. Get some ult charge. Zoning ultimate. Trying to bait out sleep. Ooh, good sleep dart. I'm gonna get antied. Oh, oh dear. Get out. Poor engagement. Sometimes you gotta. Oh, Wikitsune. Oh no way with the Kitsune. Oh. Keep her out of spawn. Oh, that Ana just got bullied. Oh, wait, the wrecking ball kind of cooked. Hold on. We kind of cooked, chat. We kind of cooked. You know, David's head looks like a Pokeball. Oh. Oh. Due to legal issues, Mittens can't participate in the children's weekend events on World of Warcraft. Oh, hey Cleeman, glad to see you on ball as an M2 ball player. What's up, Ozzy? Welcome back, first of all. Great to see you, man. I'm still learning, but we're figuring it out, dude. Oh yeah, no worries, One Below. Have an incredible night. Enjoy your time with your boyfriend. This man be telling lies. Oh wait, why did I come over here? We need to set up here. I'm actually okay. Let's see. And then we just go up here. We come up here, and we hang out.
Would that be considered cheating?
No, well, maybe. Really?
What are we all doing over there? Do you think they know? They're on Diva. Grab this. Get out of the Discord orb. Oh, I messed that one up. Okay, it's all right. Pressure, pressure. I'm Zen orb. Let's get out of that. Oh no. Okay. Dang it. Ooh. I break LOS. We try it again. Okay, we can't hold any longer. We need to grab the Mega. Okay, we just leave now. Wait, where's my team? Oh, that's right, they're spawning. Oh no! Get out! I'm getting wrecked. Oh wait, forced out bomb. Up. Maybe I wasn't cooking as much as I thought I was. I'm getting cooked instead. What? Guys. Oh dear Lord. I can't get an engage right now. Oh, I don't deserve to win here. I need to leave. Holy cow. I had so many clean engagements. It's about time I screwed something up. Oh no! Oh no! I botched it! No! Yeah, no! We got Transcendence out, I guess, and they got the Diva. That's on me. We're getting steamrolled. Oh my Lord. Oh, you're all up here. Oh, I'm gonna leave. I did not know they were all there, bro. Okay, we go up here, grab the mini. Come back around. Where are my supports? Are they coming back from spawn? Oh. 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 I'm gonna pretend that was on purpose. Don't really need it. I die for this one. Yep. I didn't notice the cast swap. I died for that. That was a hard engage I shouldn't have done. Should have taken longer to scout. Woo, baby! We are cooking. Hey, are you winning? Bro needs some milk. Yeah, true. Wait. Don't ever expect the Spanish Inquisition. Uh-oh. Out of there. I can't go up there now. It's okay. We go back around. We have a brig. Oh boy. Okay, I got the Kiri. If they can get out there and touch it, they should be able to do something with that. Unless, yeah, we should be able to do something here. Yeah, that should have been the win. I think I just won that. Let's go. That's exactly the game we needed. I'm not watching a soldier play the game. Not after everything I just did. Where are we going? I expected? I don't care. Ain't nothing gonna kill my vibe. All right. That was so good. Crazy. Taking a breather, bro. I'm way back here. That was a good game. I'm really proud of that gameplay. Junebin better watch out. Yeah, bro. You already know this plat wrecking ball is just got Junebin shaking in the boots. You already know. Crazy. Yeah, that was the win I needed today. That was the win that I needed. Felt really good. I think for me, it was like the perseverance. It was less that I won on ball, which is definitely a thing. But like, if I don't have Sombra to play into, ball is honestly a very, very simple hero to play. It's just that Sombra literally ruins the experience. Almost single-handedly. Cool. We're on Junkertown. This is unironically a Sigma or a ball map. I'm gonna go Sigma. I can get away with Zarya. And I'd like to play Zarya, but we'll see what we find here. I don't see Sigma getting banned. We are banning Sombra. We are banning. Actually, we aren't banning Sombra. We're banning Roadhog Sombra. Zarya? Wow, a lot of Zarya haters in this lobby. Holy. I'll ban Soj, though. I'll jump on the Soj hate. I wonder why Zarya gets banned so often. It's just because she's not fun to play into, I guess. Yeah. I think it's the Elo too. Zarya. I don't think Zarya's overpowered. I don't think it's a fair observation. Zarya, Sombra, Sojourn, Ana. Zarya, Sombra, Sojourn, Ana. Ain't she meta and face it right now? I don't think Zarya is perfectly balanced, but she's definitely not overpowered is the other extreme, you know? At least not to me. How are you, Bladen? You having a good day today, man? $100 set for Chopper? Oh. What is Chopper? What is that? Zarya may be meta and face it, but
quick as I used to be, but I'm still the fastest gun in the New West.
I'm hearing I think a Zenyatta.
Safety first. Taking down enemies over here. First thing.
No!
Hello there.
I'm gonna hang out on my bed now. It really depends. If you're gonna play Zarya, you want to gauge that based on. Yeah, that was a huge punish. Well, I'm only one on cart right now, so I guess I'm gonna stay on cart. Okay, I guess we'll just let them go. Chopper is a droid from Star Wars Rebels. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. gonna back up. Great pull. Okay. Dang it. Okay, I need to quit turning on the ball. So this Wrecking Ball is doing a really good job. We do have very diveable supports. Very, very heavily considering a Wrecking Ball swap. They don't have Transcendence. Why would you do that right in front of a turret form Bastion? Why did he do that? We're gonna try and get distance here. We're gonna have to try our best. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I'm kind of frustrated with games like this one. We can turn this. I couldn't back because of the Bastion turret form, otherwise I would have. I had to commit. Where are my teammates at? Yeah, I mean, I can't peek anything. That's unfortunate. I should have played that more aggressive. Austin. Dude, oh my gosh, I just realized why we're losing. Holy cow. If you guys see it, let me know. I won't say it. Holy crap. Bro. Jeez. All right, we're breaking the rule, man. On defense? No, we're not. No, we're not. If we lose it, we have something to learn from. Mostly how to help our 7,000 damage with 4 limbs DPS. It's a funny line. I'll give it that. Bro spent the whole game shooting ball. Yeah, I mean, it's about the only way you get that much damage with 4 limbs. It's all right though. How do we help him? If he's not gonna shoot them, who is? Peek that with the Bastion turret form up. Don't have Philip. Bro! This is just GG. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's nothing I can do about a team that won't stop shooting ball. He's still shooting ball. Like, it's crazy. It's all good, though. We just go on next. I mean, you just can't. There's no overcoming 8,000 damage with 4 limbs DPS. Holy crap. Klong, thank you, by the way, for your follow on Twitch. I appreciate it. I could have played that a lot better, too, though. We're going to review it and look over what I could do. Not a good mentality to blame the only person with the limbs. Actually, I'd correct what you said completely. It's not a good mentality to blame in general. So, that's why, I mean, it's something I struggle with, but the cast should not be blamed. You guys can disagree with me all you want, and that's okay. But I didn't play well, so I'm not going to get into whether or not the Cassidy played well, or if it was the May, or if it was the supports, or whatever. We aren't going to do that. I'm not. It's a waste of all of our time. So all I'm going to do is look at my own gameplay. And where I've been struggling on Sigma is playing aggressively. And I think what happened is I kept getting distracted by the Wrecking Ball. Hold on, that's the wrong button. So we're just going to take a peek at it. We're going to take a peek at it. So, F11? Yeah, nice. Got the keyboard shortcut down. Love that when that happens. All right. Yep. This was actually a really good engage. Because then we used a couple of different things. We ended up getting him too. Yeah, the Zen's Discord was definitely a problem. I'm sitting on cart right now. No one else is moving it. They are literally just full sending forward. So I decided to sit at the point. I mean, someone's got to move it. See you tomorrow, Austin. Thanks for being here, dude. Yeah, what am I doing here? I'm just looking for the Wrecking Ball. I'm not doing anything. A lot of overhealth here. I'm using a lot of my cooldowns on the Wrecking Ball. I need to back here. Where am I going right now? All right, let's get some of the constructive criticism here from chat. You should just walk. Your team will get on it if they see it or you comment. I don't trust my team to push payload. I'm going to be honest with you. I could have maybe started with walking away and seeing if one of them like swap me out, which is totally fair. But oh, crap. Okay. Guys, give me like a 5-minute B.R.B. Okay. Okay. Whew. Sorry, guys. Rachel called me and said that she needed my help, and I was like, well, can it wait just a couple minutes? And then she had texted me, and then she called me. I was like, oh, that clearly can't wait a couple minutes. She knows I'm streaming. All right, so I ran up. Recognize that name, but 12, by the way. Yikes. Thank you so much for the follow, though, on Twitch. Hope you're having a good one. Okay, let me read your constructive criticisms, because I think they were probably valid, but I just wanted to make sure I actually read them. Hello? Here we go. You should just walk. Your team will get on it. We already got that one. 100%. You shouldn't have been pushing that. Pushing probably the ball. Yeah, once I got pushed past. Defense first point. Okay, I got that. Find a shoot ball sometimes, but your shield needs to be on their back line. Don't shield the ball. Yeah, that's absolutely correct. I don't play into the wrecking balls a lot. Pause. I don't play into wrecking ball a lot. But I need to remember that dive tanks in general, or dive heroes in general, really, you shouldn't be shielding a dive. You should be shielding off their stationary heroes, whoever they are. Yeah, I just turned for the wrecking ball and used a cooldown again. Yeah, this game was just fundamentally, I was just distracted by the wrecking ball. It's my fault. I wasn't focused, not thinking it through. Now that was an okay shield. The idea was to shield off the soldier that was doing damage. Yep, cut him off. That was good. Good idea. Yeah, a little early on the idea there. Why did I think I was lower than I was? Just leave. Yeah, I should have walked out further. Right here, I died for that. That was my fault. That was my bad. Okay. Yeah, I think that overall, I don't even think we need to review more of this game, to be honest. I just got distracted by a wrecking ball. That's literally 90% of my mistakes were like fundamentally based around that. And I think that's one of the things that's really important to talk about really quickly is whenever you give, because by the way, all of you have been super constructive with your criticism. So thank you for that. I genuinely, like, it's refreshing. A lot of people come in and just are like, oh my gosh, streamer, you're so bad. They're like probably silver. But anyway, it's in all reality, like, you can tell me I'm bad, but like, tell me why. Like, what is it that you see, right? And you guys gave constructive criticisms. So thank you for that. Throughout the day. I don't remember one that was just awful. I haven't had to ban anybody. I haven't had to time anybody out. So just thank you for that. Truly, bottom of my heart, very thankful for that. But yeah, I think that whole game, the reason that we lost it was on me, right? At least partially. I do think that our DPS consistently shooting the wrecking ball all game was a problem. But if I had just chalked that up and moved on, I wouldn't have seen that I was doing the same thing. Except I wasn't shooting the tank as much. I was using all my freaking cooldowns on Sigma against wrecking ball. Now, if wrecking ball hard commits and I use a rock to follow up on it, that makes sense. Like that's a good use of a cooldown on a wrecking ball. But using shield to cut off ball, that's stupid. He's just gonna roll. He can roll right through it, go around it. Yeah, I completely see and agree with what you guys are saying. Rougher like games today, but they were better overall. I still won games. Yesterday, I don't think I won any games on stream. Maybe one. So we won 2 and played less and reviewed more. So I think overall, like, it was a much more fruitful day for the journey, and I'm really thankful for that. That, and I really think my mindset was immensely better today. Like, night and day difference. So I appreciate you being here. Thank you for all of the support from the community, man. I'm more than thrilled with the fact that there are still people who even watch me. So thank you for that. I'm going to get back to hanging out with the fam. Tomorrow is not competitive Overwatch. It is quick play with my patrons. I do intend to run through the entire tank cast at least once tomorrow. With it being quick play, I'll be able to do that. I need to capture some footage for a video I'm putting together soon, and I can do that in quick play without having an issue. So definitely want to encourage you guys, be here tomorrow. And if you want to join the games, by the way, they are Patreon games, but it's $5 a month. It's just the same cost as like a Twitch sub or most YouTube memberships. So if it's something you're interested in, you can use !Patreon in the chat, or you can go to the description on YouTube or the panels on Twitch. But all that shameless plug aside, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Until then, this is Gaming for Hope. I'm signing off.